Everybody, welcome back to Gran Turismo Sports here on Double Dash Motorsport Media channel. My name is Andrew. If you're a follower of the channel, you'll already know that. We're racing round Bathurst. We're racing round the Mount Panorama circuit in a night race, which has already caught me out because I've not had a good qualifying. 2:25 there. Gotta be honest, the main reason why that happened was because I may have driven straight on. Now I forget the corner name, which is terrible of me because I should know the corner on the back straight, the quick right-hander that's flat. Yeah, I may have gone straight on in the dark, so we've got a bit of a fight on our hands here because I reckon that lost me about, well, at least 11 seconds. I should have been in the middle of the pack for this Group 3 daily race. We are going to do this race and then some Manufacturers' Cup later on, so do stick around for that. But kick off this evening's proceedings with a 10-lap race round the Mount Panorama circuit in the F-Type, starting from 17th on the grid. Proceedings, not quite sure what's happening here. Oh, we are starting to move now. So, long way back at the grid. Got another F-Type in front of me. We've already lost one. We're down to 19 cars, and away we go then. Another player gone, that's 18 cars remaining. A slip it at the inside of the other F-Type. Didn't quite get the braking right there, he braked very early. Oh, and he's hit the inside wall there, and I'm just going to try and nick through. For some reason it's rated my sportsmanship down. It's a little bit harsh if you ask me. Someone's in the wall. It looked like a Porsche. That's bad driving by me. We're up to 13th already. The other F-Type's there. Other F-Type's getting quite aggressive. I wish he would just let me go because I'm a lot quicker than him. Yep, was fully expecting that. managed to bin himself. Well done. Oh, but I've managed to bin myself now. Having problems there. That's the second time in a row I've done that. The Porsche in front of me stopped on top of the mountain. It's the trouble when you qualify badly, you get stuck behind... I was about to say people who don't know what they're doing, as I simply am having a bit of a shocker in this race. Thankfully that Porsche ghosted. I think he's already a lap down though. Yellow flags are out. Someone's had an accident. Going to hold back and let these two sort themselves out. Looks like he's just going to give me about enough space. Porsches have got into one another. I've played pinball off one of them. And I've done exactly the same thing again. that's bad by me. I've completely taken that guy out. Oh, quite sure what that fella's doing. These Porsches just seem to be everywhere and having incidents. But we're into the top 10 now. What on earth's happened there for me? Yeah, that's bad. That lost me about 7 seconds. More Demolition Derby this race than a GT3 race. Right, we're going to pit. Oh, I nearly did the exact same thing I did in qualifying again. So we're going to need 4 laps of fuel. And we've come out in 13th place. Yellow flag out up at turn 1, so someone's gone off. This is making me nervous, this guy being to my left. That's really bad from me. We're going to take a, on the account of those two guys just fell off. But that was probably my worst race that I've had in about 2 weeks. Apologies though, folks, that was pretty terrible. In the end we went up 9 positions. Yeah, there's the issue with the daily races really, when you don't qualify well. You get stuck behind people who drive like that, and then you get suckered in yourself. That'll be daily mileage complete. But the less said about that one, the better. Right, moving on to the next race now, which is this one here. Excuse me for 1 second. Must admit we're diving into this one pretty cold. I did some laps in the Group 4 car before we started this stream. And Brands Hatch, at least it's a track I know. Did lots and lots of miles around here on Gran Turismo 6. If followers of the channel remember, back to the days of the old Senna content on Gran Turismo 6. So yeah, 134.3 is what I did earlier, which is pretty poor. That was pretty bad. Wide, very wide. It is something with Brands Hatch. I find it quite a narrow circuit. To go away from Gran Turismo, I remember when they had a version of the Grand Prix circuit on, F1 2014, the first one with the classic content. And I remember it was always very, very difficult to overtake around here. Oh dear. Go on, 360. There you go. Terry Grant would have liked that. Clip that one and say that was absolutely intentional. This is such a tricky corner. It's so easy to understeer off and into that gravel. But you've also got to get your exit right because it's so important down the straight and into my favourite corner on the circuit. Brake hard. Not downshift twice because we didn't get up to 6th gear there. Didn't get the car in at all through there. Miles away from the apex there, and I've gone a bit deep. See there, I did not get a good exit out of the left-hander, and now that's losing me time all the way down this straight. That was better. Still time to be found there. Oh, got a load of understeer as a downshift to third there. That wasn't particularly good by me. That's that lap ruined. Made the same error made on the first lap, being too aggressive with the gears. I actually challenged the apex on that one. Right, this has got a good chance of being a good lap, trying to get down. I'd like to get into the 31s. Better, still not perfect. Wide, and that's that lap ruined, and I'm going to come out of that there. If I'd hooked one up, we would have probably got into the 131s. Yeah, the optimal reckons could have got a 131.3. So we've got a couple of minutes before we go into the race itself. This is the first time that I've tried the Manufacturers' Cup, so I've no idea how it's going to go. I'll be honest, I've no idea how it works either. But looking at those top times, if those are the guys that I end up against, I hope not. But if they do, that's the kind of level, we haven't got a cat in hell's chance of doing anything in this one. Apart from having some fun on the way. 60 seconds to go then until the matching starts. Got a chance yesterday to see the GT4 F-Type, so this is the bespoke one that they're just doing, I think, 2 of. through special vehicle operations. I believe it's bankrolled, it's been said through the media that it's bankrolled by the guy who owns Superdry, the clothing company. But they did look very good. I hope it does well, and I'm hoping that down the line some more get built. Definitely a trip to a British GT Championship event this year is in order to see that one in action. Went to Donington a few seasons ago for the finale of, was it the 2015 season? It was a really, really good event. I do recommend it to anyone in the UK. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Right, so let's see what we've been paired up with. Hooray, it's a bunch of D-grade drivers. Good array of cars. We've got a couple of Cayman GT4 Club Sports, WRX, GT86, Scirocco NSXs, a Huracan, Aston Martin Vantage, M4, SLS. So your usual array of German cars, and those who particularly like certain brands, so they're going a bit left field. Hopefully those Porsches won't be as bandit as the Porsches were in the last race. I'm just going to check and believe we're not allowed to make any changes. No, we are not allowed to make any changes. So we're just going to go out for the warm-up. And there is a qualifying session that we'll be doing in this one as well. Like we're car number 4. A little bit of history for me with that number as someone goes off there. Couldn't quite make out which car that was. Might have been the Huracan. Number 4 was the very first race number I had in Club 100. In my first ever season of Club 100 racing. Is the M4 going to recognise him there? No. One of the Caymans is going a bit slowly. Came on the inside. Oh! Oh my goodness, here's the M4 gone, he's in the wall. Well, if this is what practice is like, this race could be quite interesting. Oh, that was completely my fault. Right, I think we're going to take from that get in space. Qualifying then. Out we go. "10 minutes to do as quick a lap as we can." This is alright, because if we can get past the WRX, I've got a nice bit of track position, nice clear track. think we just get a banker lap in. That's already not a very good first sector. I don't think I've challenged a single apex yet on this lap. Still having trouble with that corner. Just not keeping the speed up. Got on the power a little bit too early there. Well, we'll have the honour of taking provisional pole position as we're the first car over the line. And it's going to be a 131.9. So that is, we've gone off, well off track. I think we're going to hold provisional pole position here, so that's a good start to the session. Now I need to hold track position here because there's a whole gaggle of cars up behind me and I do not want to get stuck up behind them. I'm going to try and use this lap to get back past the WRX. We know we can go quicker. Half a second clear at the moment of the rest of the pack. Perfect. slow. And that's the lap ruined. We're going to get 2 more laps in. Thank God he did that. Well, didn't matter in the end, we got pole position. Did not expect that at all. But looks like this is going to be a pretty close race. So what can we do from pole position? In terms of drivers within a second of me, there were 6 of them. And Vanny 40, I'm pretty sure, was in the daily race the other day that I took my first victory. Ten-lap race for this one to see how many points for Jaguar I can score. So me on pole, Seto 10 alongside me on the front row, Sam GF P3, Veng P4, General Blackzo P5, Martin Paliwoda P6, Vanny 40 P7 and Herr Mayer 87 in 8th. Row 5, Boffman and Ohm 800, row 6, Perro Verde and Magnifico, row 7, Claudio and Cyrillus, and that's as much time as I had to get through the order. Right, here we go then. Can we take our second victory on GT Sport and biggest victory to date? Seto 10 second on the grid in the Audi TT Cup 16. Third place Volkswagen Scirocco of Sam GF from Portugal. Veng in the Aston Martin Vantage GTR 4 is 4th. 5th place General Blackzo in the Scirocco is 5th. Martin Paliwoda in a beautiful Lamborghini Huracan is P6. Vanny 40 in the TT Cup Audi is 7th. Herr Bear in the SLS AMG Mercedes is 8th. P9 in the Subaru WRX is Boffman, who were behind in qualifying. P10 Ohm 800 from Austria in the Cayman GT4 Club Sport. 11th Perro Verde in the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG from Spain. 12th place on the grid, Magnifico Cayman GT4 Club Sport from France. First of the NSXs, Claudio 600RR is 13th. 14th, another one of the NSXs, Cyrillus 971 in a bit of a Honda, Jordan Honda barrage there. FSG Jerry from Ireland in the Cayman is 15th. Panicyclo is P16 in the Toyota GT86. Pasadesa in the BMW M4 had a big crash in qualifying, he starts 17th. 18th place SPR PRS in another one of the Cayman GT4s for Porsche, and Spike 2007 1983 is on 19th on the grid in the GTR4. So real mix of manufacturers in this race. Who's going to take it? Am I going to take it? Probably not. But we're going to find out over the next 10 laps, and we are green and racing at Brands Hatch. Not the best of starts by me. Into Paddock Hill Bend we go then for the first time. Oh, bit of crash behind. We're clear in the lead at the moment by 1 second. Need to stop running wide, although the driver behind I think's had a problem. No, he's still there. Oh, I think second place is off. I think second place is off at Paddock Hill Bend. Yes. Feng, who I think was in the Scirocco, has had a problem. Oh, I've nearly gone off as well. Sorry folks, we'll probably have to stop commentating to make sure we get this win, because Feng's pretty quick behind me. I've been a bit tardy so far. Pressure's on in this one. So halfway through this FIA manufacturers race involving D-grade drivers, we're in the lead! We're in the lead for Jaguar. Can we keep it through Paddock Hill Bend again? We're a little bit wide. Feng behind me has just set the fastest lap of the race. That's a mistake by me. That's going to be a chance for him. Oh, he's gone off. Sorry, I completely missed that. I've just seen my lead shoot up to 7.5 seconds. Blimey, he was piling the pressure on, and it did feel like one of those that it was going to be which one of us broke first. I nearly did on the previous lap. Hope this isn't one of those timing glitches. We're 8 seconds clear now. And with 3 laps to go, that should be enough. I've just got to see it home now, but got to say, Veng was putting me under so much pressure. We're going to take this really low risk now. Oh, I think he's off again because my lead's just gone up by 2.5 seconds again. But we're going to take this really, really low risk on this last lap. This has been a hard race, keeping it together. Nice and braking early for Paddock Hill Bend. And again. But it's going to be a win, hopefully, if I don't do anything really silly on this last lap. Second place has actually changed hands now. Seto 10 leads. Well, what a race. And I think this really is up there. This is going to be one of the best wins that I've ever had on a virtual race. It's a win for us, it's a win for Jaguar. Fantastic. Race 1 of Test Season 10 is a win. by 6.6 seconds from Seto 10 in the TT. Boffman's going to take a really good third there in the WRX. Bang pushed me all the way for the first 2/3 of the race. He finishes 4th in the Vantage. General Blackzo is 5th in the Scirocco, ahead of Sam GF in another one of the Scirocco's. Pasadessa looks like he's going to come from the back of the grid to finish 7th. Perro Verde 8th in the SLS. Herr Bear 87 has got a 7-second penalty. That's going to drop him down the field. Yep, past Martin Paliwoda in the Huracan, past Cyrillus 971 in the NSX. So that's your top 10. And he's going to hold on to 11th, and it's going to be Ohm 800, FSG Jerry, and Panicyclo, the top 14. Magnifico 15th, Claudio at 600 RR 16th. And that's your finishers. So yeah, a victory, second victory here on GT Sport. First in this Jaguar F-Type Group 4. We will have a livery for it next time. I have actually got one prepared already. I just went with the stock. But two wins this weekend. It's been a pretty good one. Good amount of coinage coming in there. Gotta say, gotta hand it to Veng. That was a very, very hard race in the middle. Yeah, Feng with a 31.5. He was really the only other driver who put me under pressure in that one. But keeping it relatively clean. Oof, well, I'm out of breath again. I know these streams aren't the most talkative. It's hard racing and commentating at the same time. But I think we're going to probably wrap it up there. I'm just going to have a look at how many points that we've got. It's not going to be many because my rank isn't too high, but 167. But the other thing, I think, am I seeing there that we're up to a C grade on the driver rating. Oh, we have also got a daily workout completed. Let's see what we're going to get here. Mix of, there's an RCZ in there which I think I've got already, and is that the group 3? Yes, it is the group 3. Oh, I've got the group 4 already for the GTPlanet time trial that's going on round Mount Panorama this week. But okay, well, that's at least something in the garage which I haven't got before. And yeah, before we're going to wrap it up there, guys, for today, yeah, we are up to C grade level now. 2 wins in the bank. A very good day all round. Thanks everybody who's tuned in on this one, or if you're watching it back at a later date. I've been Andrew Mather, this has been Double Dash Motorsport Media, and we will see you again very, very soon.